Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So our today's topic is lesser omentum. Talking about lesser omentum, first we look at what is omentum. So omentum means a curtain or a layer of fatty tissue. Now omentum, the greater omentum or the lesser omentum, they both are the layer of fatty tissue. Now what are their functions? The functions of omentum are fat storage. Being fatty tissue, they perform the function of fat storage. They also help in immune regulation and tissue regeneration. Now talking about lesser omentum in particular, lesser omentum is a double layer of peritoneum. It is a double layer of peritoneum and it extends from the liver to two places. It extends from the liver to the lesser curvature of stomach and to the first 2 centimeter of duodenum. Okay, now look here in this diagram. This I have drawn to you is the liver and this is the stomach. This is the lesser curvature of stomach. This is the greater curvature of stomach. This is the anterior surface of stomach and that is the posterior surface of stomach. Both the anterior surface and the posterior surface of stomach are covered by peritoneum, which I have drawn in red and blue color. The anterior surface is also covered by peritoneum. The posterior surface is also covered by peritoneum. At the lesser curvature, you can see that these layers are moving forward and forming the double layer of peritoneum. So this double layer of peritoneum is called the lesser omentum. This double layer of peritoneum at the lesser curvature of stomach and moving forward towards the liver is called the lesser omentum. Now it extends from the liver to the lesser curvature of stomach. Now first we have a look at the liver. So liver, when talking about liver, this is the anterior view of liver. In the anterior view of liver, you can see its diaphragmatic surface, its right lobe and left lobe divided by the falciform ligament. This blue one is the falciform ligament. Okay, this blue one is the falciform ligament. So that's the anterior view of liver. This is not important to you when studying the lesser omentum because lesser omentum has no attachment on the anterior view of liver. It has attachments on the posterior view of liver. So now this is posterior view of liver. Here we have discussed many things about liver in the separate video which we made about liver's anatomy, but here you should know some important things, some important positions where lesser omentum is attached. So this you see, this which I am highlighting, this is the fissure for ligamentum venosum on the posterior surface of liver, posterior view of liver. On the posterior surface of liver, this I have highlighted is the fissure for ligamentum venosum. Okay, and this which now I am highlighting is called the porta hepatis. So this is basically making an L. What's this making? This is making an L. The vertical limb of L stands for the fissure for ligamentum venosum and the horizontal limb of L stands for the porta hepatis. So here the lesser omentum, talking about its attachment on the liver, lesser omentum on liver is attached on the fissure for ligamentum venosum and the porta hepatis, making an L shape if we see it from the posterior surface. But if I turn this page like this, okay, so now you are seeing the anterior view of liver. So in this anterior view, this is the fissure for ligamentum venosum and this is the porta hepatis. Now is this the normal L or is it an inverted L? Yes, it is inverted L. So here, talking about the attachment of lesser omentum, superiorly lesser omentum is attached on liver, making an inverted L. If we see it from its anterior view, it is making an inverted L. The horizontal margin of the L represent the porta hepatis. The vertical margin of the L represents the fissure for ligamentum venosum on which lesser omentum is attached, and the horizontal margin of L represents the porta hepatis on which lesser omentum is attached. But this L is from the posterior view of liver. It is a normal L. But if we see it from the anterior view of liver, it will be seen inverted. It will be seen inverted. So superiorly it is attached on liver, on the fissure for ligamentum venosum and porta hepatis, making an inverted L if seen anteriorly. Okay, inferiorly it is attached to the lesser curvature of stomach and the first 2 centimeter of duodenum. Okay, so now here you see I have drawn to you the stomach. Talking about the stomach, this is the lesser curvature of stomach. This black line is the lesser curvature of stomach. This is the greater curvature of stomach. Okay, on the lesser curvature of stomach, then stomach, after stomach we have duodenum, and duodenum is divided into 4 parts. We are talking only about first part of duodenum, or not whole of the first part. Only the first 2 centimeter of the first part of duodenum is covered with lesser omentum. Okay, so now the lesser omentum was superiorly attached to liver, and inferiorly it is attached to the lesser curvature of stomach, and to the first 2 centimeter of duodenum, to the first 2 centimeter only of the duodenum. Now the thing you are seeing in yellow and green is the lesser omentum. But what is the green part? The portion of lesser omentum that extend from the liver, to the lesser curvature of stomach is called the gastrohepatic ligament. From the liver to the lesser curvature of stomach is called the gastrohepatic ligament or hepatogastric ligament. Gastrohepatic ligament. Okay, and the portion of lesser omentum from the liver to the first 2 centimeter of the duodenum, which I have highlighted in green color, is called the hepatoduodenal ligament. It's called the hepatoduodenal ligament. So lesser omentum is the double layer of peritoneum. It extends from the liver to the lesser curvature of stomach. So the portion of lesser omentum from the liver to the lesser curvature of stomach is called the hepatogastric ligament, and the portion of lesser omentum from the liver to the first 2 centimeter of duodenum is called the hepatoduodenal ligament. Okay, so now we have discussed omentum, its functions, lesser omentum, its extent, and its attachment. Now we look at what is behind lesser omentum. Here in this diagram, when I showed you this lesser omentum, so behind this lesser omentum there is a space which is called the lesser sac. So behind lesser omentum we have lesser sac, and in the right free margin behind lesser omentum we have lesser sac. Okay, and behind the right free margin of lesser omentum is epiploic foramen. Here this is the right free margin. This is the right free margin of lesser omentum. Behind this right free margin of lesser omentum we have the epiploic foramen, which I have just made in blue. Okay, so it's behind it. Okay, not with it, it's behind it. So this epiploic foramen, what does it do? It connects the lesser sac and the greater sac. Okay, so behind the whole lesser omentum is the lesser sac. Behind this lesser omentum, the green and blue part is the The green and yellow part is the lesser omentum. Behind lesser omentum we have lesser sac, and behind the right free margin of lesser omentum we have the epiploic foramen. What is this? This is the epiploic foramen. Now only thing we are left with are the contents of lesser omentum. So talking about the contents of lesser omentum, first we see what are the contents in the right free margin. So in the right free margin, here I told you that liver, lesser omentum is attached at 4 places. Lesser curvature of stomach, first 2 cm of duodenum, and the fissure for ligamentum venosum, and the porta hepatis. Okay, so in the right free margin, talking about the right free margin of the lesser omentum, it can have the contents of the porta hepatis. What are the contents of the porta hepatis? From posterior to anterior we have the hepatic artery, portal vein, and bile duct. Okay, bile duct. Most anteriorly we have bile duct. Okay, so these are the contents of the right free margin. In the right free margin we have the proper hepatic artery, portal vein, bile duct. These are the contents of the porta hepatis too. These are the contents of the porta hepatis. In addition to the contents of the porta hepatis, we have the hepatic plexus of nerves, and lymph nodes. So these contents are present in the right free margin of lesser omentum. Now along the lesser curvature and first 2 cm of duodenum we have the right gastric vessels, the left gastric vessels, lymph nodes, and branches from gastric nerve. Gastric nerve is vagus nerve. Okay, so you all know, talking about the blood supply of abdomen a little bit, here we know we have the left gastric artery. Below we have the right gastric artery. So in the contents, when we talk about the contents of lesser omentum along the lesser curvature and the first 2 cm of duodenum, so we have left gastric artery, right gastric artery. These 2 gastric arteries supply the lesser curvature of stomach. So these are included in the contents of lesser omentum. Along with these vessels, right gastric and left gastric, we have some lymph nodes and branches from the gastric nerve. So this is all about lesser omentum. If you have any questions or any queries, you can ask me in the comment section below. Thank you.